Hey, this is Matt Cross with Alpha Male Secrets, and I just want to answer a quick question that I got from one of my subscribers, which is, how do you get out of a slump in life? How do you get out of a funk in life where you don't feel like you're moving forward, you don't feel like you're progressing, you don't feel like your life is going anywhere, you feel like you've just become complacent, and it's starting to make you feel a little bit depressed? How do you get out of that? When you find yourself in a slump, or you find yourself kind of like in a funk in life where you don't want to do anything, you don't feel like you're going anywhere in life, this often happens when you allow yourself to become a little bit too complacent, right? You become a little bit too complacent in life, whether it's with your job, your relationships, or just your daily, everyday routine. Right? And I see this happen a lot where people just kind of get so used to the same routine that they become complacent, and you're not pushing yourself anymore, and you're not venturing outside of your comfort zone, and you're just kind of staying within your little habitual routine of daily life where it's safe, it's familiar, and in all honesty, it's a bit boring. So in order to pull yourself out, right? In order to pull yourself out, what I like to do is I like to constantly remind myself, and this is something I taught heavily in my training program, the 44 Secrets to Becoming a Real Alpha Male. This was actually the 44th secret, so the very last secret that I put in my training course, which was probably the most valuable, which is reminding yourself constantly that you are going to die, okay? You're not going to be here forever. You're not going to live forever. And it just astounds me how many people out there are living their lives as if they are never going to die. It's just mind-blowing. I see people just getting upset over the most petty things. For me personally, when I do find myself sinking into that slump and those funks in life, it's generally because I've forgotten the fact that, hey, I'm gonna die one day, life is short, and for a moment there, I was thinking I was gonna live forever, right? I was gonna have like 1,000 years to live, and I have all the time in the world to complain about life. I have all the time in the world to hate life and bitch about all the things that aren't going my way. So when you find yourself in those slumps in life, where you've become just a little bit too complacent, you've just gotten a little too comfortable in your routine, and life has become just a bit too familiar, those are the times you need to remind yourself that your time on this earth is very, very limited. And not only is your time on this earth limited, but your youth and energy is even more limited. I see a lot of guys who are even in their 20s, right? Guys who are much younger than me, that they look like they could be my dad, you know? And I'm like, man, this kid's in his 20s. He looks like he's done already. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, get out there, pick up some women, go make some money, right? Enjoy your life. Go travel, man. Go on a vacation. Go do stuff. Get something done. Add some value into the world before you're dead. I think Benjamin Franklin said it best. He said, most men die at age 25, but we don't bury them until age 75. You know, there's a reason why he said that. So understand, when you are in a slump, in a funk, it's temporary. Okay, most times it's temporary because in most cases, you know, the sun will come up in the morning and tomorrow will be a brand new day, and there will be other things that will be around to excite you. One great thing about being a human, one great thing about being a man is we are very stoic. As men, we're generally very stoic, so nothing can really keep us down for long. Even when we do find ourselves down, we generally pick ourselves back up and dust ourselves off. The danger is certain guys, not all, but certain guys, when they hit a slump in life, they don't get back up, and they just let it eat them away. And it eats them away to the point where they become suicidal, right? And like I said, this isn't all guys, but very, very few guys. But those few who can't pick themselves up and dust themselves off, their depression starts to eat away at them to the point where they become suicidal, and they might even take their life, which I never, ever, ever, ever advise you do. No matter how bad the slump is, no matter how bad of a funk you're in, you should never, ever, ever, ever take your own life. That is the absolute worst, most chicken shit, most horrible way to go out in life. Nonetheless, just to wrap this up, like I said, when you are finding yourself in those slumps in life, it is generally because you've allowed yourself to become a bit too comfortable, a bit too complacent, whether it's with your relationships, your job, or just your daily, everyday routine. And as a man, it's up to you to push yourself out of that, okay? To pull yourself out of it. As a man, it is your responsibility to keep venturing outside of your comfort zone. And that's a great thing about being a man, is we are natural born adventurers. We're natural born explorers. And when you start sheltering yourself from exploring, and you shelter yourself in your little comfort zone, guess what? You're going against your own biological nature to go out there and explore. And this is when depression starts to seep in. This is when anxiety starts to seep in. And this is when you sink down into that lower conscious state where you become just this negative, toxic weirdo, because you're going against your own biological nature to push yourself outside your comfort zone and go out there and explore. And like I said, you're not gonna have your youth and energy forever, so you want to use your youth and energy to go out there and constantly push yourself to explore, to adventure life, to explore humanity, to meet new people, make new friends, get in new business ventures, and really live your life to your full potential. That's all I have to say for this training video. I hope you got value out of it, and I hope I answered your question for how to pull yourself out of a funk and a slump. And really, like I said, the way I do it personally is I have to constantly remind myself that, hey, I'm not gonna be here forever. All this around us, see this grass, this green grass here, you know, we're not gonna be able to enjoy this forever. It's all gonna end one day for us, okay? 100 years from now, we're all gonna be 6 feet under. That's all I have to say for this training video. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets, and I will see you in my next coaching video.